Hi, this is Jay Favell, and I'm one of the client service partners for your firm, responsible for providing ongoing training and support to you and your colleagues on the Bloomberg Tax platform. This video will give you a quick and high-level introduction to the state library on Bloomberg Tax. By no means is this a comprehensive training, but it'll help you understand the organization of the state page and the core content available to you here. You'll find that the platform is logically organized and is easy to navigate whether you focus on federal, international, or state tax. You'll see the tabs up here on the top of the blue toolbar that allow you to go directly into the particular library that you need. Again, this video will focus on state tax. However, keep in mind the general flow and organization is consistent across all three libraries. If you're primarily a state tax practitioner, I recommend setting this tab as your homepage, which can be done so by selecting the Set as Homepage link here, which will allow you to go directly into the state library every time you access Bloomberg Tax. The state tab is organized again similarly to the three different libraries. Here at the top, you'll see the Global Tax Intelligence search bar, and then all of the state content down below separated by topic and type of information down below in each box. First, what I'm going to dive into here is our expert analysis, which you will always find at the top left part of the page. The state-by-state navigators, what we call them here, this is where you will find comprehensive overviews of each state's tax systems and laws that are written by expert in-state practitioners located by jurisdiction. As you can see, each navigator is organized by jurisdiction in alphabetical order, of which we have 52, including the District of Columbia and New York City as separate jurisdictions. Once you're within the navigators, if you drill down into each specific state, you're going to see the table of contents of coverage here that we have expert analysis written material. Each specific jurisdiction has the same level and same table of contents of coverage within them, so you know you're not getting more information across one jurisdiction than another. One thing that's nice is that when you're within the navigators here, what you can do is you can actually run a keyword search using the search bar at the top. As you can see, it's specific to the state corporate income tax navigator to which we drilled into, or you can select by jurisdiction where you want to run that keyword search across. Now, instead of taking the drill down approach that we just did, one thing you can also do is you can narrow down your keyword search functionality by navigating back to the state homepage by using this Go to States by Jurisdiction option up at the top of your expert analysis box. So say I'm looking for information only pertaining to California. So if I select California, it's going to take us to a similar page, but only have information specific to California across our expert analysis development, statutes, regs, agency documents, cases, and more. You can also take a similar approach and run keyword searches across California or narrow down the content from which you want that keyword to come from. Say I'm interested in looking at content related to California Nexus. So if I select Nexus, use that drop-down search bar, it'll take us to a search results page. And this will only provide you information related to Nexus in California. Now, say I'm interested in doing more broad research related to Nexus outside of California. If I navigate back to the home page and use the global search bar up at the top and search Nexus, to do the same thing. So if I select Nexus, again, the search suggestions are going to make your search results more efficient and tax intelligent by incorporating a specific search string. And it'll also guarantee that you'll be included BNA picks on the right-hand side, which I'll get into here in a second. So if I select Nexus, you're going to see a similar search results page we just saw that was specific to California. Now, to go into further detail of what's housed within the search results page here, down the middle of the page are going to be your keyword hits of content broken out by collection. So you see portfolios, additional analysis, statutes, regs, agency documents, cases, news, and more. Now, what you can also do on the left-hand side is narrow by collection easily. So say you're only interested in portfolios or news related to Nexus. You can easily select that and narrow by collection. Now, to go back to BNA picks, which I mentioned briefly, are over here on the right-hand side alongside the search results page. The BNA picks are essentially related content that is hand-curated by our in-house editorial staff. So what they have done is they'll define the topic at hand, then they will provide the most relevant content that's related to that search result. So versus using a algorithmic, more keyword approach down the middle of the page, the hand-picked content is listed here on the right. So you see other key B&A analysis, you'll see state surveys, links into client letters, practice guides, and practice tools. So this will show you all the different information that we have related to Nexus on the state library. Now, another option in doing cross-jurisdictional research here, if I go back to the homepage, the state homepage here, what we can also do is go into our chart builders, which are listed here just directly to the right of the state-by-state navigators. Now, notice we have a chart builder associated with each specific navigator, so it'll pull the same information, but in a slightly different format. So say I'm interested in looking for our corporate income tax rates for 2020 across all 52 jurisdictions that we have coverage on. Now, what you can do is you'll be brought to this page that looks like this. You can then either select as many or as few jurisdictions as you like. So I'm going to go ahead and select all 52. Now, from here on the right-hand side, you'll see all the different topics that are covered within the corporate income tax chart builder, which will actually be the exact same as the table of contents that we saw within the navigators. So you can easily drill down into tax rates. So if I want to look at corporate income tax rates for 2020, I can do so doing that way. Or what I can also do is if I start typing the topic, say I type in corporate, for example, you'll see all the topics where corporate is listed. So if I scroll down, there's 2020 corporate income tax rates. I can easily select it there. Now, once you've selected your jurisdictions and topics and scroll down to the bottom of the page, you're going to notice a newer functionality that we just released on the platform called My States. Now, say you're going to do all jurisdiction charts every single time you go into the chart builder function. What you can do is actually select the above as My States, which will then pre-select all 52 jurisdictions for you every time you enter the chart builder. Again, meant to save you time as you get into the chart builder and pull that information that you need. So if I go ahead and do that and hit Create Chart, it'll open up a chart builder in the new tab. As you can see here, it'll be a corporate income tax chart here. Notice across all 52 jurisdictions across our 2020 corporate income tax rates. A couple different things you can do once you're within the chart. You can export to Excel. You can also toggle between a short and a full answer. Now, once you do that, it'll expand the information should there be more available, give you more additional detail and content within that particular topic and chart. You'll also have links into any relevant code, regs, sections, primary source content, and links into our more editorial content also. Now, if I navigate back to the original state homepage, we also have time-saving practice tools underneath the expert analysis. I'm not going to take a deep dive into each of our practice tools today, but certainly can answer any questions in follow-up. But to give you a brief overview of the practice tools that we have on the state side, so first being our state tax forms, we have both PDF and interactive forms for every jurisdiction. We have coverage on the platform. Down below, we also have several different tools. The first being our sales and use tax rate finder, which is an interactive tool that allows you to track sales and use tax rates by zip code for the first of each month. So a useful tool to track different changes in those tax rates. We also have state nexus tools. These interactive tools are a great resource in starting nexus-based research, which will allow you to create either a client-facing report or chart that outlines whether or not certain activities will create nexus based on which jurisdictions you select. So another place to do nexus-specific research. To wrap up here, I'm going to navigate back to the top right-hand side of the page under our tax reform and featured topic section. We have a similar box on the federal and international sides as well, but this box will house slightly different information and topics that are important at the moment to keep you informed of all the different resources and new information that has been released. So for example, on the state side, we have our coronavirus coverage pertaining to state information. We also have different 2020 state tax reform legislative roadmaps, and then also information pertaining to the Wayfair decision. Lastly, this brings us to the news. This is an incredibly important component of the Bloomberg Tax platform. Bloomberg is a news-driven organization, so we have tons of resources dedicated to providing our clients with timely, accurate, and in-depth news coverage from a federal, state, and international perspective. News and journals will always be located at the bottom right-hand side of the page, no matter which library you're looking at. Each library has a dedicated daily tax report newsletter, which will be listed here, and then other journals and periodicals you can receive on a biweekly or monthly basis. One thing that I like to also point out on the state side is we release a state tax department survey every year, which gives each state's positions from their state tax departments on each various tax topics. We've released our 2020 tax department survey here that can be reviewed, where you can get a sense of how each state views different tax issues. You can also register for the news by clicking into each appropriate news and commentary option here. You can also do so at the top right-hand side of the page by selecting Manage Email. It'll show you all the different news publications you have access to with your subscription to easily sign up for. So that brings us to the end of our quick training here. Keep in mind there are support resources down at the bottom of the page. In the tax platform, you'll notice down at the bottom in the gray bar, we have a 24/7 help desk. So outside of myself, you have the ability to reach out to our 24/7 help desk with a number, an email, a live chat you can reach out to. We also have a CPE eligible professional learning portal here. This is included within your subscription, so make sure to take advantage of it. It's free of charge. Again, it's included, and this will allow you to access some of our live and on-demand professional webinars where you can earn CPE credit. Lastly, for additional support, you can reach out to myself, Jay Favell, at J, F as in Frank, O, V as in Victor, EL, at bloombergindustry.com. I can coordinate one-on-one sessions or answer any questions you have via email. There is also a collection of video tutorials here at the bottom under the help section that you can access quickly as well, similar to YouTube-style clips, a couple minutes long to review some of the content that we've seen here. Thank you for watching this video, and feel free to reach out should you have any questions.